Hello, my favorite girly pops. In today's video for the low introductory price sale of absolutely nothing, you heard it here last. There have been pretty interesting and pretty bad allegations made about Tommy. What happened is Tommy is Amberlynn Reid's girlfriend, Tommy. Right, that's not her name. So what happened is, oh lordy, it's Jordy Reaction Channel had a few live streams. I'm going to link them down below, in which he talked to a former partner of a woman who dated Tommy. And there's a lot of really negative allegations that are out there, on top of some interesting information about Tommy's amazing family and all the things that Tommy has done before meeting Amberlynn Reid. And what has happened is Amberlynn has decided to post a video called Tommy Rumors. Out of the 21 videos that Amberlynn has posted while dating Tommy, she's crying in 5 of them. Those are the ones that I remember. Do you not think that that is incredibly unusual and odd? I've said it before and it's time to say it again. The litmus test of whether or not you are happy in a relationship is, are you crying all the time? She's cried in 5 out of the 21 videos where she's made when she was dating Tommy. This has never happened before. She has never been crying in any of the first to second years of her relationships. Go back to Beck, to Destiny, to Crystal, to Casey, go back to Wifey, even Valentine, the girl that she was dating in her head. She was the most happiest when she was dating her.
Oh my God.
Why is it that when you were dating all of these people, you were never crying? Every single time I see Amber upload a video about Tommy, she's crying. Let me just make this really, really, really clear. Amberlynn says that she is not making YouTube videos right now and doesn't want to post YouTube videos because how much she dislikes YouTube and what is happening to her on YouTube. But in reality, it's because she's caught and everyone here knows it. It's too far. You've gone too far. You and your girlfriend have been caught out there doing what y'all doing, and basically you're crying and you don't want to post every time because you're A, miserable in the relationship in my opinion, and B, you've been caught. She wants you to believe that the reason that she is, not posting is because of the fact that it's so bad for her on YouTube, but it's because you have been caught. Everyone knows what's going on in your relationship with your girlfriend. And I want to draw your attention to this statement that someone made on her video. This is the smartest and best comment I've seen, and it encompasses what I'm trying to say very well. This is a comment from Amberlynn's new video. The audience usually defends and sides with your partners. Almost always. Ask yourself why it's different this time. Amber likes to pretend that she was there when Tommy was dating this other girl, the ex-wife of who is now speaking out, right? Amber, I know that we weren't there because Amber will say you weren't there either. I know we weren't there, but you weren't there either. So this is going to come down to, why are you so interested in immediately believing your partner when you hardly know her and your audience has never been wrong? Tommy had a girlfriend, not the one that most people know about, but before that, she had another girlfriend that was very similar to Amber, and the situation was similar to the situation, in my opinion, that Tommy is in with Amber right now. And so Amber decided to discuss these allegations. And I just want to say right off the bat, Amber reads from a script that someone else wrote for her. The reason that we know that she obviously, in my opinion, did not write this is because it doesn't sound anything like her. It was prepared and written by someone else, and Amberlynn read it out. The way that we know that Amber didn't really write this is because it doesn't sound anything like her. Are you going to tell me that Amberlynn, okay, a person that speaks a certain way in her live streams and videos, somehow sounds completely different when she would write things down and thoughts down? No. Also, it is incredibly not authentic and disingenuous to come on YouTube and to have some very serious things to say. Like if I had a very serious thing happen to me on YouTube, I would never come on and read a script. Reading from a script is not for important matters. It is for like something where you just need to remember certain things. Amberlynn, if you don't remember what you need to say and you are reading from a script, that means that you are lying and you can't gather your thoughts because you don't know the real story. Amberlynn is saying that Tommy is the victim and Tommy went through things and Tommy is the innocent one. And the main thing I wanted to say is, how do you know? And that's what your community wants to know. Have you ever thought about that you're being told a story that isn't true? Have you ever been thinking in your life that maybe you've been lied to? What's happening is someone else wrote the script for her, and her reading from the script is the worst possible thing that you can do, Amber, because it makes me believe you less. It's very, very disingenuous. So we're going to get into Amber's video, but have you ever wanted to purchase a Kermit or anything that you see in my videos? Now you can. This is my affiliate link. If you go there and you purchase someone or something you see in my videos, please let me know so I could be happy for you when it ships. All right. Everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts on publicly accessible information, first made public by public figures. Opinions, not facts. Please do not go to these people's channels. Don't leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. Entertainment purposes only. Okay, I think the most important thing that I can say here is as follows. Now, look, in general, in a lot of situations with Amberlynn, I feel like there needs to be like a closer look to what she's saying, and you kind of have to see beyond what everybody else sees, and there's a lot of layers to unwrap, and there's a lot of manipulation tactics that go unnoticed by a bunch of people. But in this case, you don't need any of those critical thinking skills at all. In this case, it's actually super, super easy. And when it's super easy, and this, in my opinion, is the only thing that matters, I want you to truly and really think about this, what I'm about to say.
Amberlynn did not shower.
Why is it that when Amber was dating Beck and Wifey and Valentine and Crystal and Destiny, there was not a single case of anyone coming out on the internet and saying, I know Beck and Wifey and Valentine and Crystal and Destiny? Why is it that Amber's other girlfriends were not exposed on the internet by the people that knew them from their past? Why is Tommy the only one of Amber's girlfriends that's constantly getting exposed from people from her past and what she did on the internet in the past? Ask yourself that question. Why only her? The only thing, in my opinion, that you need to know about this situation is the most common sense basic thing. Ever since Amberlynn started dating Tommy, there have been multiple things that have come out about Tommy. Why didn't anything come out about Amber's other girlfriends? I'm going to tell you one thing. If you believe nothing else I say in this video, believe this. After 11 years of working on YouTube, I can promise you, if you are a person that was doing bad things behind the scenes, it will come out and you will be exposed. And I just want you to remember that that did not happen to Crystal. It didn't happen to Destiny. It didn't happen to Beck or Valentine or Wifey. Yes, everybody had their own faults. But how come no one came out of the woodwork to expose any of these people? But yet, ever since Amberlynn Reid has started dating Tommy, this is happening in this relationship. And once you get an answer to that, you'll understand who's telling the truth. One of the funniest things that I saw in this video is Amber even addressing this, and I'll tell you why it's funny to me. So Amberlynn should have done this in this case. She should have never, ever, 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 ever addressed this, because now she has confirmed for her entire audience that the person that reached out to Jordy is for real. Until Amberlynn made this video, a lot of people believed, now listen to what I'm going to say. A lot of people believed that the person reaching out to Jordy wasn't genuinely from Tommy's past. So now that you've confirmed that this person is for real and they are from Tommy's past, in my opinion, the average viewer is going to believe absolutely everything that that person said. The intelligent thing to have done here is never address this, because, and this is my favorite part, because what she still hasn't learned in her 11 years of social media training, and that's what she's had here, is that when you address things, you always make them worse, especially in her case, since she's lying and now has just made just a farce out of this by reading off something that she didn't write, but I digress. The point is, people didn't know if it was real or not. Now that you've addressed it, now that you've confirmed that that person is who they say they are that spoke to Jordy, now you've given these allegations more weight. You've brought them into the light. At the end of the day, there's a bunch of her audience that doesn't watch Jordy. And Boleyn was obsessing over him, but I digress. That's another show. That's another time. And also, obviously, if you want to know my personal thoughts on Jordy, I really love that he showed up all the time to his job, and that's how he endeared himself to people. He showed up to work. He actually worked. He's a hard worker. But moving right along. So, Amberlynn, you have confirmed and actually told your audience that it's true just by you addressing it. Because a lot of people thought, well, this person that reached out to Jordy, they could be anybody. Maybe they're even faking knowing Tommy. You've confirmed that that person is not faking knowing Tommy. You brought the situation into the light by addressing it. And I love that for you. I love that for you, Ambi. You are the most entertaining, riveting YouTuber in the world. And I would like to take a moment of silence for Amber's intelligence. You thought the moment would be over, but it's still here. More really interesting things that happen in the video. So this next one is something that you definitely have to pay attention to. She calls Tommy lovable in the beginning of the video, and it's an incredibly awkward term to use. Usually when people talk about being in love or loving someone, they're like, I love him, I love her, I love them, I'm in love with them. Now, she does say later that she's in love with Tommy, but it's too late, girl. Too late, girl. We know what you're trying to say. I think the reason that she used the word lovable is because she's trying to sell the idea of Tommy, it's not even your real name, to the audience, and the audience already knows what's going on. Let me just say this. There is something, in my opinion, very wrong in this relationship, and everyone can see it. And when you guys break up and you're going to inevitably trash her the way you've trashed every single girlfriend you've ever had, you remember this video. You come back to this video. You remember that I told you there is something, okay, rotten in the state of Kermit, and it's because Kermits love you. The point I'm trying to make is this, okay? At the end of the day, what's happening in this situation is that she is unhappy and miserable. And she's trying to pretend that the relationship is going well. Even in this video, she says that certain things are happening with Tommy. And, listen, this is the bottom line. Your audience is usually never on like your side of a situation, right? They're you like you say, Emily, they're always on your girlfriend's side. For them not to be on your girlfriend's side. By the way, this is just a little thing I wanted to say at the very end of the video. Amberlynn posts this like phone number for a certain hotline, and this coming from you is called performative, Amberlynn, because you are usually the person that's causing certain things to other people. For example, code red Mountain Dew. Like, what about the incident with you and Destiny where she said that she was accosted? So everything she's doing here, my opinion, especially with that ending of her video, is performative. She is performative. She doesn't mean it. Moving on. Here's something that I found really, really, really funny about her video. She actually explains to you, the audience, how little she understands defamation, slander, and libel. This is what she literally says. She's trying to say that people are guilty of defaming and slandering, I guess, her and Tommy. And then she says something that blew me away. She goes, oh, well, because reaction channels use the words allegedly, they're not breaking terms of service. Okay, what are you talking about? What in the world are you talking about? Let's just say it. So, if you use the word allegedly, it's not against the terms of service. Amber, have you ever read the terms of service? I suppose not, because you've had 4 videos removed from YouTube and multiple videos removed from Instagram and TikTok because you don't know how to follow the rules. Saying that something is alleged is not against YouTube's terms of service. What's your point? But I digress. So, slander and defamation has nothing to do with YouTube's terms of service or guidelines. In the United States, and I'm speaking solely for the United States of America, you can't have a video taken down through YouTube for defamation. You have to go to court. So, what are you talking about? I think I can explain what's going on with our favorite, most entertaining girly pop Ambi, my favorite YouTuber. I love me some Amberlynn. You don't even know what defamation means. Okay. So, a lot of the times, people that have had commentary channels over the years, this is spanning like a very long time, have made the statement allegedly, whenever they're speaking about something. And Amber thinks that that can absolve people out of getting sued for defamation or slander. You are incorrect. You're getting your information from where? This Never Happened magazine on page This Never Happened. Let's be clear here. Amberlynn has threatened defamation and slander for years and has done nothing about it because she has not been defamed and she has not been slandered. The issue here is that so we're all aware, and so Amberlynn could stop spreading misinformation. If you say the words allegedly in your videos and you defame someone, you can and will be sued if the party so chooses to do that. Is that not common sense? You know nothing about slander and defamation, Amberlynn, but yet you continue to threaten your audience with it. You will be sued even if you say the word allegedly. Defamation and slander has to do with being able to allocate blame to one party, one person. Let's just talk about it. In order for a claim to be actionable, meaning do you have a case or not? It has to be that one person said something that they knew was a lie when they said it. They knew it was a lie when they said it with malice, Amberlynn, and you lost out on money. And you have to be able to, in court, okay, allocate blame on that person alone. This is why Amberlynn Reid has 0 case for defamation or slander. And in my opinion, so does anyone around her. No case for defamation and slander. And here's why. This is my favorite analogy. I always use it, okay? And this is metaphorically speaking. Don't go around doing this. This is just a metaphor. If metaphorically 20 people take a little rock and throw it at a window, who broke the window? Who should we allocate blame to? There's something in the law which states that you cannot be extra trashed or defamed. My point is this: she and everyone around her is constantly being talked about on various forums, on various reaction channels. So many people with a little rock throwing it at a window. Who's to blame? You can't have a serious claim for defamation or slander, Amber, when a lot of people are trashing you at the same time. And the best part of this whole thing is truth is a defense to libel and slander and defamation. No one has lied here. You think that throwing these words around are going to scare people. I'm going to say what I always say in these situations. One day, Amberlynn, you're going to meet a person that actually will take you to court, and then you're going to want to take everything back, which you won't be able to. So you mentioning defamation, slander, the word allegedly, do you not understand that it seems just very in my opinion, the opposite of, non-ignorant? Like, what are you doing? Like, you do understand that people saying allegedly means nothing. It has nothing to do with TOS and it has nothing to do with courts. If you are saying the word allegedly, for everyone out there, if you're interested, and you are saying something that you know is a lie when you say it, and you're hurting someone's reputation, aka that can be proved in court by losing them their money, you will and can be sued. By the way, lawsuits are about two things: emotional intelligence and money. And someone who hasn't worked for months on end, like Amberlynn Reid, and by the way, I know what she wants to say in here. Way ahead of you, darling Amber. So, whoever is telling you to say this, or you would like to say that maybe people aren't working because they can, because they have such emotional distress. Well, if you yourself are choosing not to come to work because the truth about your relationship is being revealed, then, as we like to say, where I'm from, tough Kermits, okay? So that is Amber's video. I wish Amberlynn all the best. Sweetheart, this relationship that you're in is not going to last. And not because I don't want it to last, or I wish you nothing but the best. I hope it does last, but I know what's going on. Your audience knows the tea. They're always one step ahead of you. You are unhappy, you're miserable, you're constantly crying. And if I was your mom, I would come there, pick you up, and take you home. Last time you were happy, truly happy, because we see it, is when you were with your family in Oklahoma. Get out of this relationship now before it's too late. I wish everyone mentioned all the best. Thoughts, comments, Kermits, dislikes, leave them in the comments down below. What are you thinking? What are you thinking about this video? If you enjoyed today's video, or if you didn't, let's say you really dislike my video, got great news. You're going to really dislike all my other ones. So I'll link one up here. So go and watch it, like it, dislike it, be a friend. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. My opinion, relationship is not going to last. Mark my words.